Hello students! Welcome back to class. Thank you so much for being here and for being as vegan as possible. Today we're going to be listening to Gary Yourofsky, who is doing a speech here, a little talk about speciesism, or another way to say it is speciesism. I've got my paper here. I'm going to be putting some check marks for when he says something that's good, truthful, makes sense, and X's for when he says things that are meh, not so sure, or meh. So let's see how he does. Gary Yourofsky. Everybody, get ready. Here we go.
Today we're going to examine our everyday language to prove that speciesism is real and that animals are discriminated against and viewed as inferior beings. If anyone denies that we incessantly degrade animals, why would it be an insult to refer to someone as an animal? For instance,
Good point.
When people call a woman a heifer, aren't they trying to insult her by saying that she's overweight and unattractive, even though cows are beautiful and not obese in any way? Like rhinos and elephants, cows are naturally big creatures.
I just gave him a check mark for that. It's absolutely true. Cows are not overweight. They're just naturally big. And calling someone a heifer should not be an insult. Interesting point.
As most of you know, Erica and I volunteer at the Sasha Farm Animal Sanctuary in Michigan, and here's how every woman should receive the heifer compliment. Erica?
Yeah, sweetie.
You're a heifer.
Like Shania?
Just like Shania.
Thanks, baby.
You're welcome.
Cute.
And what about the word bitch? This slur has become so common, most people have forgotten that a bitch is a female dog. Since dogs are loyal, soft, loving, and redolent, how in the world could this be considered a slur? Being called a bitch should be one of the highest compliments anyone could receive. Erica, you're such a bitch.
Thanks, Gary.
Anytime, baby.
Like my girl? Like my girl?
Like
Ooh,
that bitch right
she's
next to you?
fresh. Look at these feet. You're so fresh today. Wow, you're so fresh today.
And what about calling obese people and people who are disliked, such as cops, pigs? Another gross misuse of a simple word. Concerning weight, it's true that pigs like to eat a lot, but so do horses and squirrels and dogs and human beings for that matter, along with many other creatures. And for the record, domesticated pigs have been genetically altered to reach 300 pounds in around 6 months before they're shipped to the slaughterhouse to be murdered and dismembered.
So I'm giving him a few other check marks because what he's saying is absolutely true. He's talking about how genetically modified pigs are and how it's so sad that people use them as a way to insult somebody. When you become an ethical vegan, on the path to becoming an ethical vegan, on the way there, and you start to watch all these kinds of videos, they are like clicks. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. You have to get it in your head, understand this type of thing, and you have to really internalize it in your heart. And Gary Yourofsky is somebody who has helped to make many, many people become vegan.
Their weight gain is beyond their control, unlike humans who choose to eat endless amounts of crap and will do anything to avoid exercising. As for calling someone you despise, like the police, pigs, I guess that comment in and of itself proves how much humans hate animals. Since pigs are intelligent, kind, and cute, playful, and peaceful, and pleasant, how in the world could any human being be a pig? Sometimes cops do protect people from harm, but many harass people, especially blacks, and cause harm, which is clearly unintelligent and not cute and something a pig would never do. Here's Erica complimenting me at the farm.
Gary, you're a pig.
Oh, come on. I'm like him. Are you kidding me?
You're
sweet man? Oh, come on. This is a sweet man with big ears. Oh, yes.
And what about calling a black person a monkey? Which is what happened to First Lady Michelle Obama earlier this year on the Univision Spanish TV network.
So just looking at the date here, this is 2015, just for you to get some reference.
Mrs. Obama should have been flattered to be called a monkey, as monkeys are majestic, clever, and handsome. Instead, like most people on this planet, she thought it was an insult. Shit, I wish somebody called me a monkey. Even Bill Maher, who claims to be an animal rights supporter, even though he is not vegan and is very uninformed about animal liberation issues, insulted a monkey when he claimed that one of Donald Trump's parents was an orangutan living at the Bronx Zoo.
New rule, Donald Trump must immediately submit to DNA tests to determine whether he is in fact the love child of a human woman and an orangutan from the Brooklyn Zoo. Look, Donald, I'm not saying that your mother was repeatedly fucking an orangutan back in the 1940s. I don't know if that's true. I hope it's not true. But given your face, your physique, your intelligence level, and of course your hair, the American people deserve some real proof that your mother did not spend most nights in 1945 covering her body in banana oil, sneaking into the monkey cage, and compulsively humping an orange-haired ape.
There are dozens of other examples of speciesist language, from calling a rapist or a murderer an animal to referring to someone who snitches on their friends as a rat. I don't have time to cover every discriminatory phrase, but I do want to focus on two more real quickly. What about calling someone a worm, which could be the dumbest attempted insult of all? When has a worm ever harmed anybody? When has a worm ever committed murder or rape and torture for amusement and power, which is something that humans love to do? Being called a worm should be one of the nicest compliments anyone could receive. And what about referring to a stupid person as a jackass?
Because worms help to aerate the soil, and which helps plants grow. So that's what he means.
I will never understand the hatred that humans have towards animals, because all of that hatred should be directed at our species. We're the schmucks, the dipshits, and the morons, not the animals. We oppress endlessly, engage in countless holocausts, and we always have to have a small group of people explain to the masses why enslaving and murdering innocent beings is wrong. Donkeys are not stupid. They're amiable, shy, and humble. Here's me and Fred at Sasha Farm.
You know what, Gary?
Yes, baby.
You're kind of a jackass.
You're kidding. You mean like Fred? Thank you. What did I do to deserve such a compliment?
You're just sweet and pretty.
Look at this shy boy.
He likes carrots.
Oh, he's
How could
so
somebody
cute.
Be mean to a donkey. Are you kidding me?
Even though Erica and I had fun calling each other bitches and pigs and jackasses, we would never demean the animals by comparing them to humans. Yes, pain and suffering is equal. The yearning to be free is the same. But it would be a massive insult to claim that humans are as peaceful, as loving, as cool, and as valuable as the animals are. As for anyone who claims that humans are animals too, maybe at one time in history we were animals and part of the natural world, but with pure arrogance and depravity we separated ourselves from the animal kingdom a long time ago, and I would never insult the animal kingdom by placing us in it. I do have an addendum I'd like to add to this piece to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that certain humans are viewed as inferior beings when compared with other humans. Why would it be an insult to call a man, or a group of men, especially athletes, ladies, or queers? Yeah, guys don't want to be referred to as women or homosexuals because women and gays are still viewed as second-class citizens in this
good
white
point.
patriarchal society that we've constructed. If everyone was viewed equally, when you were mad at someone or didn't like their behavior, the proper insult would be, you're a dickhead, or a piece of shit, or an idiot. Not a pig, a jackass, a bitch, a woman, or gay. Talk to you guys soon.
It's part of our circle of life.
No, it's the circle of
It's
torture
like
and death.
When you see a lion eating a zebra,
Okay.
it's food, and you're.
But I
you're
notice
saying,
you have
okay,
clothes on, and I notice that you have a cell phone and you have a computer. It is unfair to pick one thing that lions do that you want to mimic when you don't want to mimic anything else they do. When lions walk up and greet each other, they sniff each other's ass. When I came in this room, you did not kneel down and sniff my ass.
Gary Yourofsky. Gary. All right, so what do we have here? Here. I gave you a bunch of check marks. I couldn't find anything bad in your speech, Gary. I thank you for being such a great animal rights activist and for helping so many people to become vegan. We deeply appreciate it. And we hope to see you again on screen, Gary. If by some miracle you are watching this, we miss you in the animal rights world. We know that you did many, many years of work and that you are laying low, but we would love to see you resurface. A+ to you. Thank you to everybody who was here in class today. Really appreciate you all being here, getting to know Gary Yourofsky. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe to this channel and press the bell so that we can watch more videos together. And we're going to be learning about vegan recipes, and we're going to be talking about politics, vegan clothing, everything. Everything in the world is related to veganism. And we're going to be talking also about my latest TikTok account. As of the time of this video, I still have my tiny little account back after I was removed from many, many accounts for doing animal rights activism, for speaking out on behalf of the animals and encouraging people to eat veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds. This is what a speciesist world we still have. People are still so afraid to listen to this kind of stuff, to listen to the truth. I encourage you once again, like I always do, to watch the important documentaries. Please watch Dominion Movement. Dominion Movement. You can find it at dominionmovement.com or watchdominion.com. Very easy. Thank you so much for everybody who is being kind to each other. Thank you also for being kind to people in your family who are trying to become vegan. If you have a friend who states that they're going to be vegan, please reach out and give them a hug and tell them how much you appreciate them and how proud you are of them. It is hard to come out of the closet as a vegan animal rights activist in this world that is so horrible to animals and so horrible, so vegan phobic to vegans. So to those of you, I take off my hat and I salute you who are being kind and trying your best at all time to be as vegan as possible. So having said that, I will see you all in the next video. Oh, in case you want to follow me on Instagram, it is The Vegan Teacher, Miss Katie, and Katie is spelled D-I-E. Please follow me on Instagram if you like. And my account at the time of this video on TikTok, which will probably be gone in a little while, is 57 Raisins. I don't know why I named it 57 Raisins. I just wanted to call it something tiny, I guess, because I thought it would be taken down soon, but it's still there. All right, let's see how many followers do I have at this time. Let me see. I'm just going to go to this and refresh. Go back here. Seems like it's 695 followers on my little TikTok account. And if you would like me to follow you, just let me know what your Instagram is, and if you are an ethical vegan animal rights activist, I'll be happy to contact you. If you want to be a moderator on my channel, you need to be an ethical vegan animal rights activist. You need to prove to me that you are ethical by sending me a personal message, a personal video stating your name your age and where you live in the world, a little bit about why you became vegan, so that I trust you, and then it would be my pleasure to have you to be a moderator on my channel here, because moderators do the main role that they do, that they perform, is to educate others during my premieres. So thank you so much. Bye for now.